going to be talking about my 5 hot topics for what to post on social. You know, today in this day and age, there's just so many things, and it's easy for people to get overwhelmed with like, where do we even start? Well, if you know that people are crushing it with their business on social media and you're like, check mark, count me in, right? Then this, my friend, is for you. Or perhaps you have been marketing, you've been building on social, you've been building on different platforms, and you just want to go to a whole nother level with your skills, then this is for you as well, my friend. So great to see you guys popping on. I actually have my phone flipped around because I want to be able to write on this whiteboard and not have the words be reversed for you. But I do have my laptop up here, so definitely let me know where it is that you are coming in from. I'm going to go ahead and check, get things pulled up. Go ahead and drop it down in the comment section, guys. Where are you coming in from? And also, feel free to share the last video we did on social media. Gosh, you guys shared it all over the place. So if you have team members or if you have entrepreneurs that you know that they want to tap into social and they just need like the 1, 2, 3s, the nitty-gritty details for getting things up and rolling, then feel free to tag them in the comment section. You can share on Messenger or just, share it in any groups you might have. So whatever the case may be, if you do share, definitely let me know down in the comment section so I can give you some love, little hearts, all of that kind of jazz. Fabulous. So I'm curious. I always like to find out kind of like where we're at. Who is, question for y'all, who is currently using their social media to build their business? If you're using social, drop a 1 in the comment section. If you are not yet, but you want to get going, then go ahead and drop a 2 down in the comment section below for me. I always like to keep it fun. I like to keep it interactive because this is for you, my friends. This is for you to go to that next level in your business, to scale up, to empower and impact your team. So I want to help you wherever you are at. So when I first started using social media to build my business, really, there was no manual, there was no how-to guide, there was no 1, 2, 3s, and I'm actually, as surprising as this is, I'm kind of a reserved person, like in the sense that I don't really share my whole world with everybody. I'm a little bit more private, and so learning how to use social media in a way where, it connects with people, but I was also comfortable with it. So it's been kind of a whole process, and I started really kind of tapping into this a number of years ago, back in 2016. And so I actually heard a training that I'm going to kind of share with you some of the tidbits from, that it kind of opened my mind. It kind of helped me understand, like, oh, okay, I can do this. So if you were just getting started, that's my goal for you, is to help you kind of see the things that you can do, the things that you can be comfortable with, because I think the big question that people always have in the back of their mind is, okay, I know I'm supposed to post, and yes, we should post daily, but the question is, what the heck are we posting, right? And so really what it comes down to is it comes down to five key areas, okay? 5 hot topics, and we're going to go ahead and get into them. All right. Oh, this doesn't have a lot of ink. Let's go with the red. Okay, cool. All right. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and get into is your beliefs, your passions, your values. These are the kind of things that, it's core to you. And you're gonna kind of take a soapbox stand on it. The other thing I want to throw up here is universal truths. And when I say universal truths, what I mean by that is, something that if you shared it on your wall, when people see it, they're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna naturally want to agree with it. Okay? Now that's not true for everything, because your beliefs or passions may be a little bit polarizing. And one of the things you may know or may not know is that you have to have a little polarity. And what is that? Well, everybody's always afraid that they're gonna offend this person over here, they're gonna offend these people, and so they want to kind of stay right down the middle. And what I'm here to tell you is there is no middle ground, right? When they say in the Bible, be either hot or cold, right? Otherwise, if you're lukewarm, I'm going to spit you out, right? So the thing that I'm getting at is that don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe on social media. If it's a core truth and a core value to you, what's going to happen is you're going to repel some people that are like, ooh, I don't connect with that. But you're going to attract people to you. You're going to attract your tribe. So an example of this is, for me, one of my core values and one of my truths is to be hope and life to other people, and to share the gospel, share the message of Jesus Christ through what I do. And not to be like someone that's Bible bashing or anything like that, but that's what I believe. That's what's corely impacted my life. So recently, I put a quote on my Facebook, and it was something like, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. And that's something that's it resonates with me. I've seen it in my life. And so you know what happens is some people be like, she's talking about God on social media, and they may not be into that. But the people that are my people, right? The people I want to attract to me, they completely vibed off that post. And I didn't really know what it was going to do. I just know that that's kind of what I was feeling at the moment. And I was like, hey, let me share this. And you know what? I think it got 5 shares, 75 likes, 23 comments. It had a ton of engagement. And I had no idea. But you know what? You cannot be afraid to take a stand and stand up for what you believe if that's one of your core values, okay? So your beliefs or your passions, okay? That's one thing. Now, one great way that you can actually do this is there's a couple of different things, okay? You can share images. I'm sure you guys have seen images where it's a beautiful picture and it says something nice, and it may be by you or somebody else, but it's an image, right? Have y'all seen that? Have you seen images? Drop an I in the comment section. Let me know. Images, images, images. Another way that people share this is they do what I like to call the clear quote, which this has kind of only been out, let's say for, I don't know, a couple of months. It's been out for a little while. And basically what it is you write something that has to be under 84 characters. And basically it's just going to be kind of like a white background, but the words are going to be a little bit bigger. And you always put some kind of emoji somewhere in this. Otherwise, it's very easy to pass through. That's another way to do this. And the last way to do this is where you write something, but you pick one of the backgrounds that Facebook has. So those are a couple of options of things that you can do, okay? Now, let me share with you kind of like what is out. Like what maybe was in a couple of years ago and it's kind of like, that phase has come and gone. Taking pictures of yourself and putting a like quote. Like I'm not seeing that as much anymore, and I'm not seeing the engagement around it. So one of the things that's really, really important is you want to look at your, like, who is it getting involved with what you have to say? Like, are people connecting? Are they vibing with your stuff? Or is it kind of like just sitting there on social media? Those are just things to kind of think about and things to make a mental note of. Because remember, you want to share stuff that is the kind of stuff that is going to attract your tribe, but it's also the kind of stuff that your people want to see, right? So just kind of make a mental note of those type of things. And if you're getting value out of this so far, drop me a heart, drop me a thumbs up, let me know that this is indeed helpful. Okay, so second hot topic that we want to be posting on regularly is just, your family, relationships, and this is like your spouse or your kids. If you have an awesome relationship with your spouse, take a picture, show it's date night. People want to join people that are like how they want to be or how they aspire to, okay? So for example, if you and your spouse have been happily married for a gazillion years and you're still doing date night, take a picture and post it, because you know what? There's a lot of people that want that life. And part of what we're doing is we're showing people who we are, but we're also attracting people to us that also value those type of things. So that's one thing. How about you have kids? Who in here has kids? If you have kids, drop it down in the comment section. Let me know I have kids. You can tell me how many you have. If you have kids, definitely. You're out at the baseball game. You're doing soccer practice. Whatever. It's the first day of school. Post their picture. You know what? Your people, other people have kids, and even people that don't have kids, they will totally connect with that post, because you're sharing something personal that's a little bit about who you are. Okay? So that's a little bit of your family, a little bit on your relationship. All right. Number 3, let's see here. Okay, number 3. How are you feeling with this? Are you learning something? Are you maybe grabbing something that you're like, wow, okay, this isn't that hard. I can do this, right? Okay, so let's talk about number 3. Number 3 is you gotta post your wins. Okay, so for example, I wanna see if maybe I can pull this up and show you. Okay, so I'll give you an example of posting your wins or sharing your journey. So, for those of you who don't know, my husband's from Oaxaca, Mexico, and so we've been together a long time, but he's a native Spanish speaker. I'm not, obviously. My background is Polish, right? And so one of the things I've kind of been learning over the years is how to speak Spanish. Understanding is one thing, but how to speak is a completely different ballgame, okay? And so, I was so proud of myself. I did my very first video all in Spanish, and it was something that was for our team, our organization, and I just took a quick picture and I posted it. And you know what? People were congratulating, people were high-fiving, people were totally like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I know it maybe sounds really simple, especially like I have a lot of people on here who are completely bilingual, and you're like, Summer, I got that down like a gazillion years ago, right? But for me, it was kind of a big deal. I was super pumped about it. And you know what was crazy is other people celebrated along with me. And so for you, how does this apply? Well, if you're gonna learn another language, you can definitely post on that, but you wanna share your wins. If you do something and you're like, yes, I did it, and you're proud of it, just take a quick pic and throw it up there. Another thing is sharing your dream. So another thing that I've kind of talked about from time to time is, kind of like my own health journey, even and my own, financial journey from where we started to where we're at now. And so those are other things that you can do. Like maybe I have a friend, he lost a ton of weight. He's lost a ton of weight. And along the way, he's showing his pictures, he's sharing how things have changed in his life. So those are the kind of things that, are gonna get you out there and get you connecting with other people. Okay, so those are the first 3. Let's get into number 4. Now, this is great if one of your main focuses is you want to use social media to build your business. Is that you? Yes, if it is, then drop a B in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. So building your business. Okay, so one of the things that we want to think about, and kind of the purpose of all of this stuff so far, and even the last one that we're going to get to, the purpose of all of this is at some point to have some people that we connect with that we can, share our opportunity with, share our products with, share our services with, connect with on more than just a friend level, right? Like, let's do some business, right? So what do we want to post that's going to connect with those people, okay? Because they're seeing all of this type of stuff, but the last thing that we want to do is we want to think about, number 1, who is the ideal person that we want? Like, who are you looking for? Are you looking for somebody with an entrepreneur mindset that is, between 30 and 50 that's a female, who may be a working, a businesswoman that's out there doing business, but she's looking for something else that's not being an employee. Okay, that's like a very specific niche market. Are you connecting with moms that are stay at home? Are you connecting with, maybe the bachelor, right? That he's out there and he's doing his thing and he's in a career, but he wants maybe something different. Are you connecting with people who, maybe they have some health concerns, right? And they really want to transform their health and have more energy, more vitality, more zest for life. So you have to kind of think about like who are you wanting to connect with from a business perspective? Okay, that's the first thing. Then the second thing we need to think about is what type of value is important to these people. So for example, if you are aiming to connect with business-minded people, you might want to be posting things that are related to business stuff, right? If you're wanting to focus on health people or people that want to move in a positive direction in their health, then you might want to, share your journey and talk about, hey, how, you started a certain way where you're eating a lot of processed foods and you're doing this and you're doing that, but look how you've come along, and be sharing things that are health benefits. Like, for just random example, okay? I used to drink X amount of coffee per day, but now I've learned a way to generate my own energy or have a healthy alternative or something like that. Does that make sense? Are you with me? Are you kind of getting how this whole thing works? Because it's not that hard. It's just, it does take a tiny bit of kind of thinking, especially about this one. Like, all this stuff is kind of like a little bit more, I think, natural. It kind of comes to us just because it's who we are. but this, we just want to spend a little bit of time thinking about, who do you want to, who is ideal for what it is that you're wanting to do business with? Whether it's a customer, whether it's a business partner, whether it's whatever it is. Think about that, and then think about, well, what if I was that person? What's important to them? What are those people looking for? And those are the kind of posts that you want to be putting from time to time on your social, okay? So that is number 4. Number 5 is a lifestyle. Okay, so a lot of you guys are fellow network marketers, and so, one of the things that is amazing for attracting people to you is kind of showing people what is possible through your own lifestyle, right? You don't have to come out and say like, hey, join my team, or hey, let's talk some business. No, you just live your life, and because what your life is pretty awesome, they're like, oh my gosh, they're out taking a trip to Cancun, and I'm, here at the office working 80 hours a week. What the heck are they doing that I'm not doing, right? Like, those are the kind of things, and it doesn't have to be huge things. It could be small little things, like, you know what, I got to pick up my daughter from school today, or I got to be at my, my son's baseball game when he hit his first, home run out of the park, things like that. Like, oh, I'm so blessed that I found something new. I'm so blessed that I'm an entrepreneur, that I was able to be here instead of having to be, someplace else, and I got to see these moments. And so lifestyle is important, and one of the things that I think that I kind of discovered back in the day, and maybe you're kind of seeing along in your journey as well, is that I think it's cool from time to time, if you're out there and you're doing events, to post event stuff, but not every single day, not all of the time. And the most important thing is that we have to remember that at the end of the day, if you show everything, then people don't need to ask. So curiosity is your very best friend. So if you were gonna post any kind of businessy kind of stuff, that's totally cool. Just only do it occasionally, and don't show the name of the company or the product, or give them enough information to ask questions, but not enough to already know all they need to know. Are you with me? All right, so these are the 5 hot topics that you can post on your social. Now, I do have one bonus one for you, okay? So this is number 6, and this is really, it will really capitalize and grow your business, okay? So we, from time to time, do campaigns, okay? And the campaign might be something like, I'm in the health industry, so the campaign might be something around like a detox challenge, or something that's in the way of health, okay? So here's what we'll do, is we will have a campaign that we are running as a team. So everybody in the team is doing this, we're all pushing the same direction, we have clear dates, clear goals, we know kind of like what's happening. And then what we will do is we think about who is our person that we're trying to attract, right? And what kind of value can we put like in front of them that is gonna connect with them, okay? So for example, this detox challenge that we're writing right now, we had a lot of people in our team start doing posts that were like things that were benefits from doing a detox, whether it was, weight loss, or whether it was, their skin looking better, whether it was fitting in the skinny jeans, or whatever it was. There were things specific about detox, like, when's the last time you did one, right? Most people, the answer is never. So, there were things that they threw out on social that were kind of like generic, but when people started engaging with those posts, and they were like, oh wow, okay, I didn't know that, oh wow, that's interesting. Then they had a place to take them. Right? So it's kind of like you're driving along the freeway and you throw out something, people are like, oh, okay, now take them with you for the ride. And now you have an end goal. When you have a campaign, you have an end goal of like, I'm going to do this, 3, 4, 5 days before I'm actually going to start. So you're kind of pre-building, and then you have your campaign, and then it's very, very successful because you've been using your social media to attract people to you, have them connect with you, have them get to know you, and then take them on a business trip with you, wherever it is that you're wanting to go. So that is it, my friends. Those are the things that you want to be doing. Now, one final thing is the days of kind of using your social media as a billboard for your company very directly or your product very directly. Like, oh, I'm looking for 5 friends that want to join my team, or I'm looking for, we're having a sale on our products, or whatever it is. Those days, they have come and gone. That chapter has closed. And nowadays, people, they don't want to be sold. Everyone wants to buy, but no one wants to be sold. So help them in the process by doing things that are gentle, by doing things that are, allow you to connect, by doing things that allow you to build trust with your audience. And then all the money is made in Messenger, my friends. And if you want more on that, I have a whole training video on it, and I can give you the details. But that's kind of the 411. That is the scoop for tonight, my friends. If this added some value to you, definitely please let me know. Drop a comment, drop a love, drop a heart. Feel free to tag, feel free to share. And there will be more great things coming up in the future. And if you want to know a little bit more info on social media, how to use it, how this whole concept of value, like how does that all work? If you want a little more info on that, I have a resource that I put together. I'll go ahead and drop it down in the comment section, and that's something that you can use. It's a link. Go ahead and click on it, and it will take you to where you can have access to that extra bonus training. So until next time, my friends, go out there, live your life to the full, conquer your fears, and let's go get everything that God has in store for you. Take care, my friends. Be blessed. Have an amazing week. I'll see you next time.
Made it to the end. Well, aren't you a superstar? Check you out. Hey, if you'd like more, click on the videos to the left. They're exactly what you need to hear next. And if this was helpful, drop a comment down below. I'd love to connect with you personally. I read all the comments each and every week. Last off, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Don't miss a beat and learn what's new and current today in network marketing.